hello and a very good afternoon to you from a slightly soggy Whitgift school here in South Croydon in Surrey for this last 16 game in round 6 of the 2015-16 Natwest Schools Cup. If you've been watching our coverage from the start of this year's tournament, you'll know that we're following the trail to Twickenham, a trail that's seen us follow the winning side from one corner of the competition. We started in southwest London with London Oratory, who overcame Mill Hill School and then Wimbledon College, but their journey ended when they were beaten by St Benedict's 44-20 in round 3. Benny's then suffered a 1-point loss to King's College School Wimbledon in round 4, but as we followed KCS here in December, it was Whitgift who came out on top, 27 points to 12. And this afternoon, will they take on St Joseph's College from Ipswich, a repeat of when the two sides met at this stage in last year's competition. My name's Nick Heath, great to have your company for this live stream of the NatWest Schools Cup, and today's sides bid for a place in the quarter-finals. A year ago it was St Joseph's who came out on top by 20 points to 11, though they did get knocked out in the quarter-final stage by Wilmslow High School. And we can have a look therefore at the teams that are going to be taking the field this afternoon. The rain is fairly constant as we see the Whitgift lineup. It's the same starting 15 as the one that took the field against King's College Wimbledon in December. Players such as Jack Forrest and Sam Morley both took knocks in that game, but they're ready to play their part in this one. Morley, one of 3 who also play with Harlequins Academy. Fly half picking up a decent haul of 12 points in the last round victory. Prop Brian Bodkin and centre Jack Forrest were try scorers against KCS, as was skipper Sid Holland, who is of course one of those players with Harlequins Academy. For St Joseph's, well, 3 of their number ply their trade with the Northampton Saints Academy, the likes of Sunday at centre, Easton the number 8, and Josh Wathoki in the front row. There's a healthy dosage of Fijian throughout the side as well. Tani Naduva, the inside centre, and Adi Sunday at 13. Jacob Dormer, who is also a live wire from 15. And then looking in the pack, the likes of Luke Searley, the number 7, reliably told he is good at doing what all good 7s are doing in terms of getting over the ball. So that's how the St Joseph's College side is looking. It should be a pretty exciting match this afternoon by all accounts. The squads are of course 22, so we can have a look at the replacements there. Couple of late changes. Max Richmond has come back onto the bench. Harry McGinn coming in at number 16 there for St Joseph's. And, well, Whitgift School, one of their Quins boys, Alex Hogg there at number 21. Plenty of talent looking to make an impact from the bench from both sides. So of course this is round 6, it is the last 16 before we then have the draw for the quarterfinals. That is coming up on Friday at 12:15, but this is certainly how Whitgift got to this stage. There was the bye in round 1, the round 2 victory over Richmond upon Thames College, then round 3, 42-0 against Harris Westminster Sixth Form, and Hurstpierpoint, much closer in that one, but it was 24-19. And then King's College School Wimbledon. Well, they scored 27 points in that first half. It was then 12 unanswered points in the second half from KCS Wimbledon, but as I mentioned, there were quite a few knocks taken by Whitgift in that game, and they're pleased to have had time since that game in early December to get their players fit and back for this one. Good to know that they are all back to full strength. St Joseph's College, well, they had the round 1 win over Thomas Mills High School, then it was the home walkover. Before in round 3 they met Felsted School, which was a 12-0 victory, and the Campion School, 15 points to 7 away win, and then their last round victory in December, that 32 points to 12 win against the Skinner School. And here we are in round 6. Teams bidding for a place in the quarter-finals then. Truro, incidentally, are through, having won on Monday, and 5 other games are being played today in the last 16, featuring the likes of RGS High Wycombe, Queen Elizabeth Grammar School Wakefield, Stowe School Oundle, Wilmslow High, with the last year's winners Bromsgrove School also playing next Wednesday against Bedford. So plenty of big guns still left in the competition, and the two teams here will be hoping to get through to those quarter-finals. How are the coaches feeling? The directors of rugby for each of these sides? Well, we can certainly catch up with them ahead of the game. And we can start by hearing from Whitgift School, even, their man, Chris Wilkins. Well, I'm joined by Mr O'Riordan, and Mr O'Riordan, St Joseph's visiting Whitgift. It was, of course, at St Joseph's last year that they got the win in this round, so Whitgift are going to be trying to do one on you this afternoon.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, last year I wasn't in place at St Joe's, so don't tend to look that far back, but looking forward, it's going to be a good game, and I'm sure it'll have the same zest that it did last year.
Yes, you've been involved with the side since September, I understand. What can we expect from the St Joseph's side?
A little bit of excitement, I like to think, a variation in the way that we play, and trying to play the conditions as best as possible without ruining our style and our brand of rugby, which tends to be quite fast-flowing and all work in progress as well at the same time.
Yes. Well, pre-match there's a bit of wind coming from left to right down the field, so how important is going to be playing those conditions and working out the right moments to attack with ball in hand?
I think, obviously, if we get the wind behind us in the downhill, it's trying to keep ball in hand, keep retention and play the defence and manipulate them quite effectively. Second half, then we might look to take the pressure off us and play for territory and maybe go into the wind, which would be contrary to what a lot of people would think, but see if we can use that to our advantage slightly.
And finally, you've got some players in this squad who are part of the Northampton Saints Academy as well, and plenty of other talent besides. Who should we be looking out for this afternoon?
I think one that sticks out for a little bit of flair and an unorthodox approach is Tani Naduva, who's playing 12 today for us. And just looking around, we've got Adrian Sanday, who's with Northampton Saints, and Jacob Dormer, who's fullback, who is electric with the ball in hand and joins that line lovely, so he'll definitely be one to look out for, and has been nominated for Try of the Month by Samsung last month and hopefully this month as well, so yeah.
Should be an entertaining afternoon. We wish you the very best of luck.
Yeah, thank you very much, cheers.
Well, the eagle-eyed amongst you will have noticed that that was in fact Anthony O'Riordan, the St Joseph's College coach, and just hearing from the visitors first of all, but now indeed we can hear from Chris Wilkins from Whitgift. Chris Wilkins, good afternoon to you. The conditions are a little bit blustery, a little bit wet. It's going to be an interesting last 16 game for yourselves against St Joe's.
Yes, yeah, interesting conditions. I mean, we've played in them obviously before quite a few times living over this part of the world, but it's good condition, tough conditions, and we've got to play them well. I think playing a smart game is critical today.
You came past King's College, Wimbledon, obviously. You scored a lot of first half points, but then not so many second half. It had to get a bit tight when you suffered a few injuries. How are the squad at the moment? Yeah,
we're not too bad. The injured boys have recovered. Yeah, very tough game against KCS. We managed to get into the game early and score some points, like you said, and they came back strongly. So we were pleased to get through that. Pleased the injured boys are back now. So all to play for today.
And for those that haven't seen you guys play before, just tell me a little bit more about the squad and perhaps it's a mentality that you have that it's very much a squad cohesive effort, this team.
Yeah, I mean, we always talk about every player being as important as each other. Like I said before KCS, there's no kind of standout superstars, but it's just a good, honest, hard-working bunch of players who I think the key thing is they've been doing their job well so far and just playing their role for the team. So we need to do that again today because we know we're against St Joe's, who are a very talented team, and there's be a good quality game.
Yes, we certainly hope so. And as you mentioned, St Joe's your opponent, so you played in this game the same time last year at their place, and they sneaked it. So hoping to get one back on them.
Well, yeah, obviously that'd be nice to win. I mean, the good thing about schoolboy rugby, every year every team is different, so it's two very different teams. But yeah, we know we're going to have a very, very tough game today, and yeah, we'd like to sneak it if possible.
Do you have much of a relationship with St Joe's? Do you know what you're going to expect from those guys?
Yeah, we do. Well, we play them in a block fixture now. We're meant to play. We're playing the other teams are playing on Saturday, so they like to play good rugby. They move it around well. They're well coached, so we know they'll be a quality team, and we're going to need to be at our best.
We're looking forward to it. Best of luck.
Okay, thanks very much.
So Whitgift School then through Chris Wilkins discussing how much they're looking forward to the occasion, and previously, of course, Anthony O'Riordan, the St Joseph's College coach. Of course, there are alumni from both of these schools. Marland Yard won the under-18 Schools Cup in 2010 with Whitgift, scored a hat-trick in the final, no less. Released yesterday, of course, by Eddie Jones from the England training squad in their first training week ahead of that Calcutta Cup match with Scotland in around 10 days' time. And Whitgift went on to win back-to-back titles in 2011 as well. Certain Wasp Centre and Elliot Daly featured in both matches. Other notable alumni include Darren Brown and Steve Punt, for those of you fans of Radio 4 comedy. And just to let you know, of course, we have the quarter-final draw that will be taking place, and that is this Friday, a couple of days' time, 12:15, and that will be a live stream. England's Johnny May, and it'll be presented by Sky Sports presenter Alex Payne, and the RFU Professional Rugby Director Rob Andrew will be there as well. It's the first time the under-15s and under-18s are being drawn together, so do join us for that, so that you can find out who the last 8 will be playing. In terms of St Joe's, well, they've in the last 5 years enjoyed the most successful period of rugby in their entire history. They've also qualified for 3 Schools Cup quarter-finals and a semi-final in 2011-12. Season is a very new side following the loss of 10 upper 6 students from the main squad. The college also has its high-profile non-sporting alumni, Richard Ioane, music producer Brian Eno. Of course, discovered the likes of the recently lost David Bowen. A bit of culture there for you as St Joseph's take to the field. And they are there, of course, in the red and white stripes. And the groundsman there just putting the last little bits of turf in place. The ground is actually not too bad. There are a couple of slight muddy patches, one over to the right-hand side and sort of in the 22 areas. Plenty to play for both of these sides then. Great rugby pedigree, and what should make for a wonderful last 16 game here in South Croydon, just to the south of London. There's our referee from the London Society of Rugby Football Union Referees, Owen Carey, the 28-year-old, in charge of this one. In terms of their showing in round 5, well, Chris Wilkins said he was proud of the lads and the depth was tested because they did have to battle hard in that one. And it was the proof of the tour that they went on to Australia and New Zealand in July that they took about 50 lads with them, and well, it was proven in that last round that when he needed a good squad effort in a squad that, as he said, has no superstars, well, he certainly got it. And having got that 27-point lead at half-time, well, they managed to withstand the pressure coming from King's College School Wimbledon, just conceding the 12 points in that second half. So there's the tight squeeze from Whitgift. They will be playing from right to left in your picture. You're watching the Natwest Schools Cup last 16 match. A chance to get to the quarter-finals. Whitgift School and St Joseph's College from Ipswich. Whitgift ready to get us underway. The referee just doing his final checks before he gives the okay. Just a little tot-up of the players on the field. Always worth doing. And the signal is ready. We're underway. Sam Morley kicking that one over to the right-hand side, and jumping on it is Luke Searley. Ball's there for Peterson. Not quite gathered at the back, so Jacob Dormer's, Noah Ferdinand's going to have to go back and grab that one. Whitgift with possession just outside their 22. Opting to just pick and go and take a few more metres, which might just be the order of the day in the conditions like this afternoon. Whitgift again, just taking another metre. Toby Wright waits to get that one away. Manages to do so. Now they go to the right this time. Just a little bit of a fumble, but the referee says it's gone backwards, so play on. Whitgift maintain possession, and Piers over on the far side enjoyed that aggressive clear out, and it's going to be a chance for Sam Morley to clear this one up the right hand touchline. First line out of the afternoon then. Referee just wants to make sure that there is a suitable gap between the sides. Will Fitzpatrick with his first contribution from the set piece. And it's up, and it's a decent jump from the Georgian, Lasha Jayani. Toby Wright fancied a little go on his own there. Going to need help. Fitzpatrick to play scrum half, or no, he's going to pick and go like any front row forward will in that sort of situation. And then Sid Holland with another carry. That's the halfway line. Now they come away through Morley, puts boot to ball, and it bounces back. It's gathered in by Dormer, and then it's opening up for Dormer. He's just been scragged on the halfway line, and the ball is loose. Just been carried forward there. Good little counter-attack run from Jacob Dormer. Thought he might be on one of those runs that, well, he was on a great support line for their entry for the Samsung Try of the Try of the Month for December. Didn't quite get the award. Referee Carey gets the two sides ready. Ball is there for Wright. Front row starting to come up. It is there at the back for Wilkins. Get that one away. Oh, there's some good feet as Whitgift try and keep the ball alive. Right, he's given the call to go short side. St Joseph's making the tackles. Referee says it's available. He's going short side again. Obviously sensing that there could be some defensive weakness down St Joseph's left. And it's presented for Wright once more. That's a good defensive line from St Joseph's on that occasion. Now they come out to the open side through Morley. Oh, it's a big hit, but the ball was away for Ferdinand. And then it's into the hands of Ajayi. Harsh blow of the whistle from the referee though. And players going off their feet to try and secure that ball over Funsho Ajayi. And it's presented St Joseph's with a chance to clear this ball to touch. Natwest Schools Cup last 16 match coming to you live streaming from South Croydon and the home of Whitgift School. Joe Akathoki. Gets that ball to the back of the line out. Haven't seen St Joseph's with an awful lot of possession so far. They start to try and get it moving through the centres. Needed some good strength from Max Stanway there. Oh, and then the attempted half break from Peterson. Peterson again, but he was well thwarted. The ball has just gone forward though, and it will be a Whitgift scrum. Just a momentary pause here then, while one of the Whitgift players gets a little bit of attention. Scoreless in the opening 6 minutes then. The wind is coming sort of from our camera position there on your screen, left to right as you look at it from halfway. could prove to be a bit of an advantage for whichever side is running away from our camera position there. So first half, you'd have to say it's with St Joseph's. Need to play a bit of rugby with the top 2-3 inches this afternoon in terms of looking after the ball or making the most of those percentage plays and kicks to the corner. So it looks like we've got a change then. First change of the game. Looks to be, I think it's Max Richmond who's come on for Max Stanway, who was into the side as a late change. Now then, bit of disruption at the back of the scrum, but I think there was an offside there, and it's well spotted by the referee. Ball went back from the scrum half. It was well spoiled by St Joseph's, then couldn't quite resist it. Henry Hayes, I think it was Holland who maybe just picked up there, and that's presented. Ball came away there, just the man in front of the ball picking it up. Could be a chance for the first points of the match then. Adrian Sunday for the chance for 3 from the 10-metre line. Certainly clears the uprights with plenty to spare, and the first points of the afternoon go to the visitors. Adrian Sunday with the penalty. Whitgift 0, St Joseph's 3. Just coming up to 8 minutes played of the first half. Restart then from Morley. It is a slippery old ball out there this afternoon. Gathered in cleanly. And the clearance away. Gathered in. Cameron Wilkins doing his best to look after that one. So many of the boys' shirts already muddy and slippery. But then there's a turnover from St Joseph's, but I think there was the referee's just saying that he got in the way, so it will be possession to St Joseph's. Let's just have another little look at that one. There he goes. Oh dear, Mr Carey just getting in the way of St Joseph's as they come running around the corner. Wise for any referee to get in the way of St Joseph's in that area. Now then, here they go again. Oh, they're breaking through the middle here, and Jacob Dormer feeds out to Harry Davis. It's back inside for Dormer, and St Joseph's add to the penalty pretty quickly, it has to be said. Jacob Dormer with the initial burst used his right winger Davis, and St Joe's moved to a lead of 8 points. Conversion to come. Well, it was a break through the middle. It was strong work from Sunday. Picked a really good line, and he's a big man to bring down. Dormer in support. On to Harry Davis in the scrum cap. Tackle came in from Ferdinand, but Davis did well to look for the support and get that ball away. And Dormer in for the score.
Publish that one. Go again, go again. Go. Still nil, let's go.
Sunday then to add the extras. Just drifted wide that time. The wind just taking hold of that one. 8 points then, the difference. Whitgift need to get themselves into a decent position to try and start building a score. Elliot Daly, of course, former Whitgift man, and he said, of course, his experiences of winning the Schools Cup twice in 2010-11, that it really is about keeping that scoreboard ticking over. The tries will look after themselves, but it's about building those opportunities for 3 points whenever you get them. And that's a bit more positive as far as Whitgift are concerned in getting themselves into the right areas of the field.
Turn over, we go.
Ball's in from Fitzpatrick. To the back, there's a few bodies on the floor though, so they're not going to be able to continue driving that, and Toby Wright realises that and gets the ball away fast. Oh, a little breakthrough. Sunday was causing all sorts of problems now then. Did it come off his hand? Referee, I think maybe just consultation with an assistant, but he knows there was a knock on both ways. It'll be Whitgift's scrummage. Decent take from Morley. Actually ended up, I think, coming off the head of Sunday. Toby Wright, scrum half for Whitgift, who was runner-up in the Players' Player of the Tour when they went away in July. Referee just wants to have a word with the two front rows here. Quite early on for the sort of warning that often you'll see a front row get, but he wants to try and get this scrum settled so that he's not having to spend time on it all afternoon. Wind getting up now. Comes away through Morley. Should have a little ball back in field. It's the new man, Alex Hogg. Oh, a little sniping run, an opportunity perhaps for Wright. Managed to hold on to that one as Alex Weehey. Next carry. Looks like it's Wilkins in there. And they're doing this at close quarters, but it's proven to be effective so far. But then there's a potential turnover from Sealian. Well, I thought his body position might be spot on there, but the referee not too happy. And what's the decision going to be here? Morley has a call to make. It's going to be to go for the post. In any normal game, this would be a relatively straightforward effort, but the wind is coming pretty strong, not only into the face of Morley, but pretty heavily left to right as he looks at the posts. So this certainly by no means a foregone conclusion. Now I'm struggling to see what the referee spotted in that one, because Searley to me looked like he was in a decent body position to try and turn that one over, but the referee not happy, and this will be a chance for Whitgift to get their first points of the afternoon. Left-footed boot of Morley. Oh, it's just carried away from the right-hand upright. Needed to aim a little bit more for that left stick. Scored 12 points in the game against King's College School Wimbledon, but he's let the first 3 go away this afternoon. So St Joseph's breathe again. That's a good take from the Whitgift left winger, Funsho Ajayi. Away from right. Decent offload to try and shift the point of attack. Right, just getting caught up with one of his back row players there. Just half a metre taken on that occasion. Good carry, good tackle from Thoka. Fitzpatrick sets that ball back. Attempted drive from Geldenhuis, but not getting much change out of St Joseph's on that occasion, and they've given the penalty away, and the travelling support are delighted with that decision from the referee. I think it's that Whitgift are just in danger of sealing that ball off, not allowing a competition for it on the floor, and St Joseph's will take the penalty to take possession up that right-hand touchline from Sanday's clearance. It was all too short a spell for Whitgift in the St Joseph's half there then. Thoka. Oh, it's gone to the back, but it's been preyed on brilliantly by Geldenhuis, and Whitgift will have possession. Certainly being called to get that ball out there a little bit quicker right, and he does so this time and comes to the left side where the numbers come flooding round the corner. And have they got men to use on the outside? Really strong running from Hogg, away from right. Oh, referee's arm goes straight up. We're going back for a penalty. It's an offside against St Joseph's. Now this is further out from the last penalty attempt, so Morley might think twice about going for the post. Indeed, he's going to try and take this one down the left-hand touchline. The wind just eases up for a moment, but the rain is still continuing to fall. Good platform for Whitgift this. Can they make it tell? Jumpers at the front of the line. It's well won. Whitgift adding as many bodies to that as they can, but they're only at the 22. They'd have an awful long way to go if they're going to shove it from there. Here they come. Oh, a little bust through the middle. That's good work from Hogg. Ball is there. Not using it immediately, Whitgift, but now they've got a real chance. Look to move it right to begin with, then it comes left. Ball is presented. They've got to look after it. And St Joseph's comes straight through as the ball squirts out, and that will infuriate Whitgift, and no doubt Chris Wilkins, the coach. With Thoka doing the tidy up work for St Joseph's on his own goal line. Gets the ball away. Sanday just going over our commentary position. Clearance will still give Whitgift a line out between the 22 and the 10-metre line. Thoke, St Joseph's man in the Northampton Saints Academy. One of a few players with Fijian heritage out there, the St Joseph's centre pairing of Naduva and Sande. And now it's out. Oh, and the ball is loose. Knock on, first of all, came from Whitgift, so St Joseph's will have the scrum. Points the difference between the two sides. Quarter of an hour left of this first half. Of course, the side's playing 35 minutes in the Natwest Schools Cup. Balls away from Peterson, looking to try and find option through the middle. Sande is one of those options. Just been nudged forward on the floor though. That's the nature of the conditions. It's slippery out there. It's not easy to hold on to the ball like a bar of soap. And well, that little indiscretion from St Joseph's, and it means Whitgift have possession again. They've not been doing terribly well at using that possession. They have got up to the St Joseph's line on one occasion just a couple of moments ago. Be able to hear the cries of Joeys from the St Joseph's College support. It's at the back for Whitgift. The pick from Wilkins, then onto a scrum half. Wright, who manages to step inside, and Wright still going here. Gets into the 22. Morley's going to have to play scrum half, pops it up to the right. Can see Ferdinand getting back into position. Might offer himself as an option in the line if they can fling it wide. Right. Morley looked for the little ball back inside, but he thought better of it in the end. It's a penalty against St Joseph's for offside. Now what's the decision going to be here? This would almost be straight into the wind from the right-hand side, and that is the decision that Morley's going to take. Only 8 points in it at the moment. This would cut the deficit to 5 and get Whitgift on the board for the first time this afternoon. Sam Morley then. Into the breeze. But that one, no problem. Slightly easier without it being so much of a crosswind, and Morley gets his first penalty. 1 from 2. And Whitgift will have settled a few nerves there. A couple of moments when St Joseph's had the ball, certainly when they'd scored the try, and then were building perhaps towards a second when Sande broke again. Might have been worries for Whitgift that the game could have been running away from them in the early 5-10 minutes, but they've weathered it, and they've got themselves on the scoreboard, and now just 5 points the difference. Restart from Nat Avery. Bobbles along the ground. Morley gathers it. Cultured left boot. Makes the clearance down just outside the 10-metre line, or just inside as far as Whitgift are concerned. St Joseph's get together and make sure they know what the call is going to be. It's what you might call a typical January afternoon for schoolboy rugby. Bit of wind, bit of rain, some muddy boots and shirts. That's a little bit loose from St Joseph's, and it might be an opportunity for Whitgift to pounce. In the hands of Jack Forrest. Gets to ground, lays it back. Toby Wright, Morley managed to get the little chip away, but it got touched by a St Joseph's hand, so Whitgift avoiding the offside trap on that occasion. Fitzpatrick with the carry, right down on the near side. Right. He was a little isolated, or rather a little stationary on that occasion. Ball really flying around in the breeze here as Wilkins goes for the little pop pass offload back inside. Holland off to the right. Morley gives it a bit of airtime but manages to find Forrest. Swats off the first defender, then does well to get to ground as Sande makes the tackle. Right, snipes around the corner, brought to ground by Stanway. Fitzpatrick lays it back, then they go to the right hand side, Whitgift, where they might have found a little bit of room for Thomas Griffiths, and is Griffiths going to manage to go all the way here? Just stopped short. Good last ditch tackle from Dormer, but they've made some decent ground there and they could really threaten from here, Whitgift, but then the ball's knocked forward by Bodkin and it'll be an advantage being played to St Joseph's, who clear it downfield. Morley gathers it in. Good tackle from Taylor Culver. Oh, but penalty is coming to St Joseph's. Holding on to the ball, the call. St Joseph's has done well to weather that last couple of minutes and give themselves a chance to really clear the lines with the wind at their backs. Now then, that ball's not found touch, so perhaps a little bit too much ambition from the visitors. Right, goes right. Little juggle. Bodkin into touch on that occasion. Thoke gets hold of the ball. St Joseph's will come together to check what the call is. Back in Whitgift territory, leading by 5 points. Saints Academy man gets that ball in, but it was well predicted by Cameron Wilkins. Ball went back for Toby Wright. He might have just taken a boot to the head in there, I think. That would have hurt the scrum half. Needs a bit of attention. Referee Carey just having a word with him, and I think we can just have another little look at this incident. The wind just getting up here as well. Oh, now then, it's a bit of a careless boot from St Joseph's. Hopefully Toby Wright is okay, just getting a bit of attention. May be able to hear the wind on our microphones, just bringing you the coverage on this live stream this afternoon. Don't forget, we have that live quarter-final draw coming for you on Friday at 12:15. England and Gloucester winger Johnny May making the Natwest Schools Cup quarter-final draw with Alex Payne from Sky Sports and Rob Andrew from the RFU. One of these two schools will be hoping to earn their place in that quarter-final draw. Toby Wright sitting back up now. Would have just been a bit of an impact. So just over 5 minutes remaining of this match while we just have this stoppage. One round of applause as Wright gets to his feet. Messages of good luck have come from some of the alumni of these two teams. Lewis Ludlam from St Joseph's was giving the hashtag Joeys, hoping that his old teammates could do the business this afternoon. Well, they're certainly in the lead. Still plenty of this game to play though. Ball is there for Peterson. Toby Wright is on the field. Perhaps that shock of curly brown hair has slightly helped cushion the blow that he received as Dormer carries forward, the try scorer. Whitgift doing their best to try and hold him up. Didn't work on that occasion. Peterson, close ball that time to the right hand side. Looks left and right. And pops it up. Wants the skipper Sam Easton to carry that one on. Not seen a whole lot of Easton so far in the game. Oh, but then there's just a bit of inaccuracy from St Joseph's. They've driven into their own man, accidental offside effectively, and it'll be a scrum for Whitgift. Easton there just to the left of your picture in the red scrum cap. As we just have a little look at this replay, might be Wathoka Thokis who is in the way, and he is. Just prevents the defence getting to the man with the ball. That's why it's deemed the accidental offside. Peterson hoping to try and put the pressure on Wright, but it's picked up at the back for Whitgift by Wilkins, doing his best to protect his scrum half. Alex Weehey with the next carry. Ball is cleared. St Joseph's will have possession. So there is Easton giving the instructions to his pack. One of the members of the Saints Academy under-18 scored a hat-trick of tries for them against Newcastle back in October. And his centre Sande was playing winger in the team on that day. And it's well taken by the skipper. The skipper just prowling to the right is Anthony O'Riordan, walking up the touchline and hoping that he'll be walking in the same direction that his pack of forwards are going, and they seem to be right now. Ball goes to ground. Decision from the referee. Well. Ball certainly popped out on this near side, but the referee content that Whitgift had done enough to win possession. I wonder if he'd been round this corner, whether this side of the ruck, or the maul rather, whether he might have thought that one differently, but nevertheless, Whitgift won't be complaining. The home side will have a chance to clear their lines with just 2.5 minutes to go in this first half. That's according to our clock. Scrum just started to pop up really almost before or as the ball was going in. Just get that one reset. Bodkin against Will Payne on the near side. Payne in that white and red scrum cap. Bodkin, scorer of that try 9 minutes into the game against King's College School, Wimbledon. It was a close pick and go. referee's come round this side just to try and keep an eye on it. Bodkin certainly trying to get up and under his opposite number. And then it's away from right. Morley puts that one downfield. He's not going to find touch, and it's gathered in by Davis. Instrumental in the scoring of the try. Dormer was involved with as well. A little bit of quick play attempted out the back as Naduva goes to try and help tidy up, but it's come back on the Whitgift side for Wright. Not much of a backline to speak of at the moment as the players try and flood round and give the scrum half and his fly half a three-quarter option. But in these conditions, quite sensibly, they are doing their best to try and stick it up the jumper. There is Morley, left peg, looks to just get over the back line, nearly manages it, but Josephs are there in number. Then the kick downfield, well, that's going to send Ajayi back. Pressure is coming on him from Davis. Ajayi, oh, he's done brilliantly to leave his opposite man for dead there. Peterson eventually with the tackle. Wonderful work from the winger for Whitgift. Fitzpatrick then sets it up. It's away from right. Holland. Away from right once more. And a little crossfield kick, and this could be very interesting if it bounces up. Oh, it's still not been taken in the hands, and the chase is on here. St Joseph's get back. Has it been fumbled along the floor? The referee, I think, is saying we've had a knock-on a little earlier. Well, I'm not sure he played it with his hands that early up in the field, but the referee suggests that he did, and St Joseph's scrabbling back. My thought is that I think it might have been a knock-on closer to the line anyway. So I don't think there was the deny of a Whitgift scoring opportunity. But we can have another little look. So there's the crossfield kick. Griffiths going for it. Plays it with his legs there. I think the referee was perhaps a little unsighted on that call. Was knocked on close to the line though, as we thought. So our clock showing that the 35 minutes is up. We're not fully in tune to the second with the referee, but certainly there can't be long left of this first half. We've had a couple of stoppages. Oh, it's a loose ball from St Joseph's. It's picked up by Naduva. Is then loose and has gone forward, and it'll be Whitgift possession. That is half-time. Big cheers from the fans, I think, expecting an opportunity to attack from that area of the field before the break, but our referee, Owen Carey, blows the whistle after that first 35. And, oh, we've had some decent passages of play, given the conditions, in terms of the forwards, certainly. Backs have had a decent run. We did see the try from St Joseph's that came from Dormer. But at half-time, in the Natwest Schools Cup in the last 16, it's Whitgift School 3, St Joseph's College 8. So the two teams remaining on the field then, half-time, 5 points between the sides, and we can have a look at the try scored by St Joseph's College. And this was the break from the back. It came through Peterson, support line from Sunday, and that was the gap that he really went through. It dragged in Funcho Ajayi, and then the ball off for Dormer. Davis was on the support, and then Davis popping the ball back inside, and Dormer getting over for the score. And that is effectively the difference between the two sides. We'd had an early penalty from Sunday, but we are now ready to get the second half underway, and it's Nat Avery who is going to get St Joseph's started, and it's a shorter little restart, and it's been really well reclaimed by Sunday, and it's there for Peterson. It's just been knocked forward from St Joseph's though. Takes a little bit of momentum. He's with the away side, but there's a little slice clearance and it's not made touch. Big tackle comes in from Thomas Griffiths. It was well taken in by Maxwell Taylor-Calvert, but now they look to try and use the short side. Bundled into touch though St Joseph's, and Whitgift will have the line out.
Sorry, mate. Didn't realise you'd gone upstairs. I saw you on the chin first. Good, good. I've been took so long.
Bodkin there with his back to us, the number one. And Easton, the St Joseph's skipper, with the red scrum cat. Whitgift will want to make sure of this one. They go to the middle and find Dom Adkins. Comes out to the left. It's the big tall frame of Alex Weehee. Right, Morley, little chip down, and the chase is on. Ball beats everybody to touch. St Joseph's momentarily thinking about the quick one, but teammates quickly advising it's not on. First line out of the second half for Josh Thokathoki. Goes to the back. Oh, and it's just been knocked on by Whitgift and then hacked forward from St Joseph's. Oh, and then knocked on at the back from Whitgift. It's a cacophony of errors. St Joseph's are going to be the ones to benefit from it in the end. Loud calls from the referee. Alex Peterson plays his rugby at Colchester RFC. He's looking to go into the Royal Marines. Then that ball comes away. Sunday manages to get the kick away, but was being brought to ground in the process, and it's been really well tidied up by Holland. And then fullback Ferdinand, not brought down by the first man. And the tackle made by Tani Naduva. Right, for Morley, just almost slipping on his standing foot there. And the ball, oh, it's just been dropped. And it's picked up by Whitgift, trying to make the most of it. Was it just knocked forward on the floor? I think the first knock-on did come from St Joseph's. Taylor-Calvert just unable to gather it on the first attempt. With the wind being so blustery, those high balls are a real nightmare to deal with this afternoon, because you might think you've got it tracked and then the wind will just blow it a metre behind you almost. Perhaps Taylor-Calvert there just overrunning it. Ended up sort of high onto his shoulder. Scrum, tiny little wheel before that went in, and referee just asks them to reset this one. This is the crossfield kick from just a moment ago. Just almost overrunning it, as we said. Ball's there for Wright. Gets it away from Morley. Then a big carry through the middle. Jack Forrest, a real threat in that channel. Morley again. Threading a little ball through. And it's being run back at him. Dormer, well brought down on the 10-metre line. It's there for Peterson. Looks to his left, but it was a stray boot that gets it through. Whitgift putting on the pressure. St Joseph's with the possession, but Whitgift the one making yards, attacking defence almost. Peterson is taking his time over this one. He's going to box kick clear it himself, but it's just straight downfield. There are a couple of runners, but it's in fact come forward. I thought of a Whitgift hand, but referee says play on. St Joseph's with possession. Peterson thinks twice about the box kick on that occasion. Might have learned his lesson from putting it into the wind just a moment ago. Pick up by Withokithoki. They need men there, St Joseph's, and they get them eventually, but the referee, well, he's spotted an offside from Whitgift, and that will give St Joseph's more time to clear their lines. Right in the centre of the field, which is the which touchline do you fancy? Sunday has a look at either one. Puts the kick down, but he hasn't found touch, and it's there for Ajayi. Beats the first man. We saw him do that towards the end of the first half, and he's still going. He's an elusive runner, the Whitgift left winger, and then Wright, always looking for that opportunity to get around the corner. Wasn't quite on that occasion. Advantage being played by the referee. Morley looks to go outside. There's Hogg stepping back in. Oh, and then breaking two tackles. He just knocked it on. And an advantage now for St Joseph's. They get there. Withokithoki picks up, but the referee says there's not enough of an advantage coming immediately. So he'll pop that down. Sunday might have just taken a little bit of a knock to the solar plexus. Great work from Alex Hogg to get through and make the yards up the field. Morley's ball. First the juggle. He had a couple in this little run, did Hogg. Lovely work to come in off the right peg to get back in field, then the juggle, and then it goes to ground. Sunday cleared up, but they're going back for the knock-on from Hogg. A few advisory words onto the field from each of the coaches. Chris Wilkins just coming off to the right of your picture. Wind picking up again in Surrey. Francho Ajayi, the man who was receiving a little bit of attention, up and ready to continue. Made a decent contribution, certainly in having to tidy things up defensively a couple of times, Ajayi. Peterson. It's back with his skipper Easton. Referee has said that the ball was out because it popped up. So Peterson has got work to do, but he has managed to get that ball there. They've got no scrum half now though, so he'll need his forwards to set up a platform. Carry is good. Little blow of the referee's whistle though. Seems to be pretty hot on this one this afternoon. The St Joseph's players just coming round and driving into their own men. He's called it a couple of times. Let's have another little look at the incident. So, there's the carry around the corner. Well, I think he's judging that Max Stanway's got in the way there. That for me is perhaps a little sharp, shall we say. Toby Wright gets it away for Morley. Advantage with Whitgift. Carry from Ferdinand. Wright dishes it down the short side to the left. Good bit of physicality from Forrest. Whitgift is screaming to get the ball out wide, but it's going to be a penalty to St Joseph's, holding on to the ball from Forrest. And St Joseph's got themselves in a really good position to isolate the Whitgift centre. Sunday, well, he certainly knows which side of the field he's going to be kicking this one down, and he makes sure of touch. Sunday making the clearance then. Plays wing, as he has done for Northampton Saints. Oh, now then, the wind's really taken that. The referee is playing the advantage to Whitgift, and they look to be taking it. Right through Morley, it's loose on the floor, but almost effectively drop kicked forward from Forrest, but taken in by Sunday. And the referee happy the advantage had been played. Searley presents the ball, then it comes out, and St Joseph's doing their best to get that ball to ground. Set it up again for Peterson, but they're going to have another pick and go around the corner. Peterson, close quarters. Sunday is bundled towards the touchline, but he's not quite gone out. That's what Whitgift were trying to do. Then it was out in the hands of the scrum half. It was knocked on at the base. Whitgift will have the scrum. It's going to be an afternoon where there are a few of these little knocks and nudges. Busy old afternoon for the referee in terms of these set pieces. Not had an awful lot to shout about in this opening 10 minutes of the second half for either side. Difficult to get much continuity going in the conditions. Ball's at the back. Wilkins gathers it in, and then Wright sees an opportunity to get in behind his opposite number, and then gives it to his number 8 Wilkins, who supports well. Then Wright, Morley. Supporters keen to try and see Whitgift just run the ball up straight. There was a bit of that from Forrest. Then they come through Morley. Scragged, it's gone forwards on the floor again. It's just the nature of the game at the moment, unfortunately. Once players get to ground, they're struggling to hold on to it. Have to give credit to the St Joseph's defence, because for as many straight runners as Whitgift are trying to put forward, in fact it was lost forward by Morley there, just in the crowd of bodies. I thought it had been lost forward, but he just tried to make the clearance kick, but I'm not sure that his foot made contact with it. A bit of hands to the head from the Whitgift skipper, Sid Holland. Certainly be frustrated that when his side have had possession in areas of the field where they should be making the most of it, those little errors are creeping in. Well, that ball's gone absolutely pinging back, and Peterson's there. He's going to do well not to concede a penalty, which he does. Whitgift well positioned to try and win that. Now then, what's the call going to be here? Because with the wind at their backs, this could be a chance for Morley, but well, he might look at the position of the field and think, I'm going to struggle to get a decent standing leg in there, but he is going to go for posts. It's not going to quite be like a scrum where the referee will say it's okay, I'll move it a few inches one side or the other. He's got to take it from where the mark is, and it's not going to be an easy kick given the nature of the surface right where he's taking this one. 1 out of 2 for Morley so far. This to make it a 2-point game. Sam Morley to double the Whitgift score. The wind gets right up behind him. Strikes it left-footed, the flags go up, and Whitgift get their way to 6 points. 2 out of 3 for Sam Morley. Halfway towards his total haul against King's College School, Wimbledon. Well, that certainly piles a bit more pressure on St Joseph's. They do still have the lead. A lead that they took pretty early on, but just by 2 points now. Restart is a little deeper, but it's cleanly taken in by Whitgift. Well won. They look to get the support players in there. Toby Wright. Is he going to be the one to make the clearance now then? Has he judged that right? He has indeed, and he's managed to put a foot in touch there, the skipper, and Easton's not happy about it, but it is going to be a Whitgift line out, and well, on such things can momentum shift in a game like this. Stands hands on hips, he's certainly not happy, but the assistant and the referee seem pretty confident. Whitgift win the line out. Try to get a drive on it. There is an advantage coming. I'm not sure that Max Stanway was in an onside position, but it comes away through Wright, and then Morley look to try and get through the tiniest of gaps. He might have found himself isolated there as St Joseph's go in, but the Whitgift clear out is good enough. Referee blows the whistle for the offside though, and he might be having a word here. He's asking for a bit of calm from both sides. He's going to the pocket, in fact, and it's going to be a yellow card. It's in fact for the skipper. Sam Easton will be having 7 minutes in the sin bin. He's not happy at all, to say the least. Easton leaves his squad down to 14 on the field, and at a point where Whitgift beginning to feel like they might be in the ascendancy. Big moment this for the home side. Can they make the man advantage tell with the momentum? St Joseph's with a big defensive effort on their hands. Good jump at the front using Lasha Jayani, big Georgian. And they change the point of attack, and they've still got momentum going towards that line. referee's right on the spot. Is he going to be able to see anything? It's held up, and St Joseph's has done enough defensively. And in fact, from holding that up as well, he's given a turnover of possession. Thomas Griffiths just getting himself a little bit involved there. Brait's just having a little word with the referee, and I think not quite sure what that little chat was about, but we play on. I'm wondering whether there might have been a conversation with the referee, because certainly when I last checked the laws, once a scrum goes over the line and it's held up, it's a ball to the team that we're attacking. But defensive ball has been given to St Joseph's here. They're being marched backwards, but they get the penalty. It was an early engage from Whitgift. It's the free kick, and it'll be a chance for Sunday to clear the line. Sunday, it's not found touch, up into the wind. It's really held up there. It's a strong follow-up on the kick, but it's there for Wright. St Joseph's line is running hard to try and thwart the Whitgift attack. Carried on by Hogg. It's there for Wright. It's popped out for Wright. And the referee says play on, and St Joseph's steam in and turn the ball over. Messian on the floor there. The referee's got a real tough afternoon on his hands here. The St Joseph's players down there just getting a little bit of attention for cramp. Water supplies get on. Just over a quarter of an hour remaining. Metre line then in St Joseph's half. Clock ticking down on that sin bin for Sam Easton. He'll certainly be keen and raring to go once he does get back onto the field. St Joseph's do still have the lead, but they are down to 14. Oh, that's a really good catch at the back there. It was really messy for a moment. Good work from Dormer. Peterson, little look over the top of that ruck. Is he thinking about the kick downfield? Struggling to get in there. It is messy in the breakdown area. Quite well matched in terms of trying to get themselves over the ball, these two sets of forwards. I think perhaps a little bit more lower body positions might be what's required. Pops out for Peterson, he slips. recovered really well, the scrum half though. Needs support though. Gets it from Thoka. Referee communicating with St Joseph's. And they pick and go again, but they're driven backwards by Whitgift in that tackle. Peterson thinks about taking it himself, but then leaves it for Payne. And away he goes to the left side. And Harry Davis eventually thrown to the ground. St Joseph's not making many yards into the wind at the moment, even with possession. Luke Searley is the man to try and help them on that occasion, but then Whitgift try and get them into touch. Not managed to do so yet. Still there for St Joseph's, back in field. And then good crab of a few metres from Stanway. The rain stops falling momentarily. It's there for Peterson, but then there's a penalty. The call is against Lasha Jayani. And Sande will take this ball downfield. Whitgift not managing to really make the numbers advantage tell. Key moments of the game this. Just 2 points in it. St Joseph's down to 14. Whitgift not managing to make the full advantage tell. You could feel a palpable swing of momentum a few minutes ago, but St Joseph's have weathered it well. The wind has taken that and it's not straight. Whitgift are going to get the chance. The call for the scrum. He's down in front of my commentary position. I can see Sam Easton, St Joseph's skipper. He is prowling up and down the touchline. He is desperate to get back on. Toby Wright, all pops out, they go down the short side. Thomas Griffiths, try scorer against Wimbledon. Oh, he's dragged into touch by St Joseph's. Good defensive work. Referee just making sure that things don't spill over, but I think Griffiths might have just taken a knock. Just staying down there, Griffiths, as you can see. Good attempt down the right-hand side from Whitgift. Referee just checking that the winger Griffiths is fit to carry on. Of course, Whitgift in their game against King's College School Wimbledon, there was a big stoppage because there was an injury to one of the KCS players towards the end of the first half. They had to move pitches before they could carry on with the game and then move back to the pitch for the second half. Natwest Schools Cup bringing plenty of drama this season, as it always does. Some of the best schoolboy rugby in the country. Tani Naduva, haven't seen him carry particularly. Not a sense that you necessarily need to see him carry particularly with Eddie Sande outside him, but there's Luke Searley. Whitgift just hold off, perhaps waiting for a moment to try and pounce on the turnover, but it's still with St Joseph's. It's good defence from Whitgift. Morley in there with the tackle. Now then, Peterson runs into the numbers. There was a big Whitgift brick wall there. Will Payne trying to help his scrum half through it. Whitgift have got to release the tackler before they go in for that ball. And then Peterson going short side again, wanting to use the big strong frame of the Fijian Sande. Peterson. Ball's gone straight downfield and taken by Griffiths. Seems to be shaping to kick, but then opts not to, and Griffiths gets up to the 10-metre line. He wasn't held on the floor. Referee's happy for him to continue. Then from right, look left where Morley then cuts across to the right-hand side, and then stepping back inside of that big right foot is Hogg. Right, now then goes to the left-hand side, but it's a little flat-footed from Will Fitzpatrick. Weehee, he's really well driven back in the tackle, and Peterson putting the pressure on here. Sam Morley goes back and tidies up the loose ball. Morley's done well there. Clear out is good from Whitgift. Now they look to the right, Fitzpatrick again, and now Griffiths. Had Bodkin outside him, then tries to find Bodkin, but it's come forward off Taylor Calvert. Referee playing advantage. Holland. Bodkin's there. Holland presents it for his scrum half. Good spell of possession from Whitgift here. They've still got the advantage, referee signalling. There's a big tackle in midfield, but the advantage struggling to be taken by Whitgift. And time to have Sam Easton rejoin affairs. He's still got another little word had with him by the referee there. Sense the St Joseph skipper is on relatively thin ice with our referee. Good defence from St Joseph's though. As much as Whitgift were struggling to find the real cutting edge, you have to give credit to the visitors for their defence as well. A few players suffering from cramp out there as well. Of course the soft ground won't be helping that. Dom Adkins just getting a bit of a rub down of the calves. Some changes being made by Whitgift. Eventually makes his way off. Elliot McDevitt onto the field for them. It's almost getting palpably darker here as we watch on. May not be able to see from your pictures, but it's got pretty gloomy. Two-point game. Both of these sides looking for a spot in the quarter-finals. We'll have that live draw for you on Friday, 12:15. Toby Wright, referees not happy with that. Not happy with the scrum. Gonna have it reset. Front row is quite highly positioned really there. The ball at the back for Wright. Morley. Fly half has played well, and then that's a really good feed for Griffiths, who's come off the right wing. That was a nice bit of invention from Whitgift there, simple but effective. Now they're going to try the short side. Lasha Jayani. Then Wright again. And then a bust through the middle from Sidney Holland. He's going to go all the way, and Holland could have turned the game around for Whitgift. It's no secret to the fans and supporters around the game as to what that score means. Big try for Whitgift. In a game that's not been coughing up too many scoring opportunities, the skipper might just have found his school a place in the Natwest Schools Cup quarter-finals. It's away from right on the short side. And Holland low body position, and by that stage the St Joseph's tackle is tiring. Did well to get around the final last line of defence and reach for the line. Referee right on the spot. Morley, not going to be an easy conversion attempt here. Just goes wide. So as the Whitgift under-18s get themselves in front, their under-15s have won by 28 points to 10. Can the school do the double? Big moments these for St Joseph's now. What have they got left in the tank? The ball goes out. Straight on the full from St Joseph's, and that is careless. It was over-ambitious, perhaps. Goodness me, what drama here in South Croydon. Three points in it. Don't forget that our clock on the screen is an estimate. A few little stoppages. We're not centrally controlled by the referee. Toby Wright gets that ball away. Morley looks to try and play the percentages and put the pressure on St Joseph's. Jacob Dormer keeps that ball in field and sets it back for Peterson. Good counter shove from Whitgift. Peterson again, looking to try and find the room. Naduva sets it for Peterson. And it's picked up by Muthokathoki. They go to the right this time. First fend from Dormer, and he's got a long way to go. It's a really solid tackle from Sam Morley. He's played well the fly half in tough conditions, both in attack and defence. St Joseph's still with possession though and making ground. St Joseph's won this one a year ago on their own turf. Are Whitgift going to get revenge a year later? It was round 6 then, it's round 6 again now. Whitgift defence needs to be strong if they're to get this one over the line. Sande. Can see the excitement on the Whitgift fellow pupils on the far side. The referee says play on, and Whitgift might have turned this one over. It's there for Wright. And now Morley. And then the support play is good. Well, they might find themselves isolated here if they're not careful. And St Joseph's, well, they ruck through, but Wright still got it for Morley. Morley chips through. And he sends Harry Davis backwards, and Davis, slipping on the turf, has knocked it into touch. It was a knock-on, first of all. Referee offering Whitgift the option, I think. Well, disaster for Harry Davis. It doesn't make great viewing a second time, does it? Line-out option taken then by Whitgift. They'd rather use the likes of Jayani and Adkins. Oh, sorry, Adkins has, of course, left the field, but there is Lasha Jayani, the big Georgian, with the take. Bodkin joins his weight to it. Whitgift looking to use the muscle and perhaps out-muscle St Joseph's. They get over the line. Well, the referee's right there. What's the decision? Goodness me, what do Whitgift have to do? Referee wasn't able to see the ball being grounded. I think to everyone else around the field, that one looked like it was a try. Let's have another look at that one. It's a real tight effort by the forwards. And they just started to splinter the St Joseph's defence. A few of the Whitgift players falling by the wayside as well, it has to be said. And then Bodkin, number 1 there, you'll be able to see in just a moment, starts to peel a pod away to the right-hand side. There they go. And that's over the line. Right, a second bite of the cherry. Morley, little show, looks to try and go himself, the fly half. Stopped just a metre or two short. Right waits for his forwards to try and carry. That time it's Weehy. Oh, it's been knocked forward on the ground by Whitgift. Referee checks the watch. We do have another scrum to come. Peterson, shove comes on from Whitgift, that's real pressure. Whitgift seemed to have saved a bit more in the tank for the last quarter of this game, and it could be enough to see them over the line. St Joe's through Wothoki, still outside his own line, but he's done well to get that place back for his scrum half, but an enormous amount of pressure. And the referee blows the final whistle. Whitgift have pulled the rabbit from the hat. They've done superbly in the second half to chase the score. It was only a 5-point advantage at one stage. 8 points to 0. St Joseph's College managed to get themselves into the lead in that first half. But Morley's penalties kept Whitgift in it. And then the skipper, Sid Holland, with that try that has put Whitgift School in the quarter-finals of the Natwest Schools Cup. It's a final score in Surrey of Whitgift School 11, St Joseph's College 8. No. Whitgift getting revenge on St Joseph's from a year ago in the competition, and both schools with real rugby pedigree. No one will fancy drawing them in that quarter-final draw on Friday at 12:15. And we certainly look forward to finding out who will be drawing who in both the under-15s and the under-18s competitions. Should be able to bring you some post-match reaction very soon. We'll be trying to grab a word with Chris Wilkins, but it was the winning moment from Sydney Holland, the skipper. He scored the third try that effectively killed off the game at King's College School, or against them, and this was it. Seen Toby Wright using the short side on several occasions, but it was really the low body position and powering through from Holland. It's a really good finish. And good sporting conduct from both sides, appreciating each other as they leave the field of play. So 11 points to 8 then. The final score, Whitgift victorious at home once more. And we'll get some post-match reaction in just a moment from Chris Wilkins, so do stay with us. We should be speaking to him very shortly.
You okay? Good man.
Well, Chris Wilkins, a tough old afternoon, a gritty performance, but that last quarter, it seemed that Whitgift just had a little bit more left in the tank.
Yeah, I mean, it was a really tough game. We knew it would be, and I thought St Joseph's played really well. So I thought we were a bit sloppy at times in early second half, but the last quarter, as you say, really pleased with how the boys did. I thought line out went well. We pinned them back, took our chance with the try, and to be honest, I thought we could have had another one maybe, but never mind, we won't worry about that one now. But no, really pleased with the performance and good defence at the end.
Yes, it hasn't had any bearing. I think there might have been another one potentially out there, but yeah, certainly we talked ahead of the game about how the conditions would play a part, and certainly it was one for sticking up the jumper today, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, and playing territory, and I think perhaps could have put them down there a bit more early in the second half, but you know, I wasn't too disappointed to be 8-3 down at half time, and in the end it proved right, you know. So but the last quarter, I said to the boys, he was playing well under pressure, and I think those last 10-15 minutes we managed to do that.
And a year on from having lost to St Joe's in the competition up at their place, you've managed to do it to them, so that must be a little bit satisfying as well.
Well, it's nice, but you know, we know how much these games mean to all these lads, and you know, we were in the same had the same kind of situation as St Joe's last year. So, you know, I think they're a good team. I thought they played well, and I thought there was not much in the game at all. So, whilst I, you know, understand how disappointed they may be, and respect them for that, I mean, we're pleased for our lads.
All eyes on the draw on Friday then at 12:15.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be nice to get a home draw, but no, we're just pleased to get through. And there's a lot of really good teams in it at this stage. So yeah, we'll enjoy the win and look forward to seeing who we've got next round.
Congratulations, well done today.
Okay, thanks very much. Thank you.
Our coverage for this afternoon here at Whitgift. Some real drama between themselves and St Joseph's here. St Joseph's up at half-time, but Whitgift coming through in that second half, and they're through to those quarter-finals. The draw at 12:15 on Friday, hosted by Alex Payne, and of course we'll have Johnny May, the Gloucester and England winger, who'll be helping with that draw. There are going to be 8 teams vying for glory in this year's Natwest Schools Cup. From all of us here at Whitgift, it's a very good afternoon.